We're back. This is just too much. This just started. Wait, this is so beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry, what? My heart is like swelling, like. Let's get to it. Let's dive right in. All right, we're back with Agust D, and we are doing the Amygdala official MV. There is a disclaimer before the MV that this does have to do with suicide and self-harm. Whoa, wow, we're like getting right into it. Okay. I just gotta chill. That's the Agust D scar, isn't it? That's the Agust D scar. Once again, like his Agust D, like Yoongi's solo stuff is always just like so raw and like there's a darkness to it. Oh, I love it. Like the only thing that is color in that shot is the blood on his face. Everything is monotone, like black and gray and white. Is there even white? There's not even white. It's just gray and black. Yeah, I guess in his lips too, but like, I mean, just the colors like just represent like what it feels, what depression feels like and how just it's like this monotone feel. Oh, beautiful.
그래 참 별의별 일이 많았지 길가에 너무 신득시게 소리 전하지 못했던 내 사고 소식과 스케줄 중에 걸려 온전한 아버지의 간암 소식
Oh my gosh.
최선의 선택들이 맞았었길
That's a lot. That is a lot for a person to have to process.
그래 참 별의별 일이 많았지 길가에 너무 신득시게 소리 전하지 못했던 내 사고 소식과 스케줄 중에 걸려 온전한 아버지의 간암 소식 최선의 선택들이 맞았었길 그 또한 모두 지나가 버렸길 그래서 이 수많은 고통은 날 위한 것일까 끊임없는 시련은 날 죽이지 못하고 다시 끝나는 연꽃이 피워내 최선들의 선택 최선들의 선택
Oh my God, that like made me like feel sick a little bit. I just got like the biggest chill. I know I always say that, but that was like through my entire body. I still have like goosebumps on my arms. Oh my gosh. I was really interested to see this MV and listen to this song because my mother is actually a psychologist and she's actually earned the nickname of Amygdala Whisperer back in the States because she talks a lot about the amygdala and like how that can affect our day-to-day life because basically the amygdala is responsible for how we respond to any type of like stimuli that could be seen as a threat or dangerous or, you know, something that we need to be concerned about. And when you have a traumatic event in your life, your amygdala can essentially like over anticipate things to be a threat, even if they aren't. Like it'll be like, this is a threat, even if really, you know, it's not something that someone else would see as a threat, but because you've had this traumatic experience, it can kind of misunderstand a situation that feels familiar, or it'll go into overdrive, being like how Yoongi got in this accident of like anytime he would go out into the world or like be doing something, that trauma is kind of always in the back of his brain. Like there's always like this little warning light going off. And for people that have been in car accidents or have had an experience like this, I mean, I'm sure many of you know that type of feeling, or just any traumatic event, like how you'll kind of relive that moment. Your brain is trying to protect you from it happening again, but then it kind of like causes you anxiety in situations where you want to just be able to be calm and like not be reminded of that event. Trauma is really difficult to deal with, and it can take a really long time to process, which is what I'm assuming he is talking about in this MV, which just like, oh, I love him. Like, this is so vulnerable, and like, it's having to do with trauma, like addressing something that was such a traumatic experience for you. And he's talking about his mother, and he's talking about his father, and just like, that's a lot. Like, that's a lot for a person to deal with that's already trying to process their own trauma. A lot of times when you do experience a traumatic event, you have to kind of like avoid it before you can come back and process it. Like, you kind of run away from it without meaning to. So I'm very glad that it sounds like he's kind of come to understand more about how his brain works rather than just being like completely overwhelmed. Because if this song is called Amygdala, then he understands essentially why our body responds to trauma in those ways and like what the role that the amygdala plays in situations like that. Oh, I was like so emotional watching this MV. Like it's really dark and yeah, like just the blacks and the grays and that feeling of just like being stuck in that, like as someone that's dealt with depression or like still deals with depression. I mean, that's how it feels. Like you just feel trapped. You feel like you can't get out, like that you're stuck there. Like you're just so overwhelmed and like weighed down. And that shot of him like crawling while the floor is like moving to be vertical. Oh my gosh, my heart. Oh, the guitar. Even that it's like this like echoing sound, like kind of feeling like you're in this, like in your own head, stuck in an echo chamber in your own head. That's what it's making me think of. Like, oh.
I don't know your name. I don't know your name.
Does anyone know, was he supposed to be saying something there or he's just talking in his sleep? Can someone tell me if they know?
I don't know your name. 요즘 기분은 어때? I don't know your name, your name, your name.
Yeah, like, I don't know what makeup they put on him, but he looks like his like younger self there. Like I'm being taken back to like very early footage of Yoongi in this moment. And like, that's what he looks like.
별의별 일이 많았지 뭐가 이리 다 살아난지 기억조차 안 나는 기억도 다 꺼내보자고 하나씩 다 꺼내보자고 하나씩 최선들의 선택 최선들의 선택 원치 않다네 내 통제밖에
I know I'm not saying a lot, but like I just like really don't know what to say because I'm just so moved by this. Like, oh, that shot is beautiful. Look at that. Yeah, just trapped here in like this space is representing like this is the visualization of what that feels like being trapped in that part of your brain where you're just reliving your trauma. Ooh, I was like tearing up there, like.
그래 참 별의별 일이 많았지 길가에 너무 신들치게 소리 전하지 못했던 내 사고 소식과 스케줄 중에 걸려 언제나 아버지의 간암 소식 최선의 선택들이 맞아 섞일 그 또한 모두 지나가 버렸길 그래서 이 수많은 고통은 날 위한 것일까 끊임없는 시련은 날 죽이지 못하고 다시 끝나는 연꽃이 피워내
Yeah, this shot is just like. Wait, what did those lyrics say? The best choice, then the second best choice, third best choice. thinking about in this representation of him like dragging himself on the floor, it's like when depression or like the trauma weighs you down so that then you feel depressed, and then it's just like just accomplishing like basic tasks feels like it takes so much of your energy because you're just like running on E. Yeah, I mean, like, clearly he was very intentional with that ending, that he's not able to save himself, but that is just like really affecting me right now. Especially just because that's his younger self trying to save like his future self rather than the other way around. Like, it's not, oof. Yeah. I don't know. That was really, I guess this is the first one where we like actually cried. And I guess I shouldn't say sorry for that, because I mean, that's what we're supposed to do with art. Like, we're supposed to be moved in an emotional way through art. And I mean, I was definitely moved by watching that. So thank you, Yoongi. Oh, Augusti. Thank you, Augusti. Oh, what a beautiful and like tragic music video. Anyone that has experienced trauma would watch that and just like, I don't know how you couldn't like well up with tears watching that. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, beautifully tragic. That was incredibly moving.